Oh my god, it's working! I love that those are literally my first words. It's working! Imagine if I hear myself on here too. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I'm connecting it with my other thing. Okay, it works, it works, it works. Hello, people. I exist, guys. I exist. So, my phone is falling. So, the idea today is that we're supposed to go through, like, the second, like, day of this, like, trial. And low-key, I gotta know who the hell this man is. Because, I don't know who this old man is at all. I don't know who the old man is, so hopefully we figure it out this time. Yes! I can speak. Oh, I also got 2 full water bottles because we're in trial now. I'm gonna have to voice 2 old men. Yeah. I read that. Definitely read that. Oh god! Court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That's so bad. That's anyway. The fence is ready, Your Honor. Oh god, not this guy. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. I always like put my hand on my chin and just start like just smoothing out my chin a bit. You know, kind of like how people do with their beards. Every time I voice the judge, I do that all the time. Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. I cannot do this voice, but that's okay. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. No, it won't. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma! Where's the meaning of your statement just now? Oh my god, they sound the same! Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right? Call my witness. My decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shopkeeper. Did I say the same thing twice? Was that purposeful, or... Oh no! I have to voice 3 old men, not just 2! Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gorth Lake. And I, also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yeah, I was. I have to constantly, like, be in the middle of yawning to do that character. I just, nuh-uh. It makes me want to yawn through the entire session. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure yet. What do you mean? My, memory... Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. 7 years, yep. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Then why is he here? He can't recall, you say? I love doing all the voices. It's amazing. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. No, the fuck he can't. Very well, let's hear his testimony then, shall we? What it is? Absolutely love that. Night of the murder. It was the night of the 27th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. I heard a bang. Yep. A bang? When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. It's about then, the boat comes back to the shore, then a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. What? There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes, Mr. Wright? We're not going with that. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me? Excuse me, Mr. Rokarma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Von Karma has a stick up his ass. Okay, hold on. The night of the 20... how do... Oh, wrong button. I just realized the controls I was using is for a different game. Yeah, let's use Y to shoot somebody. Just after midnight, you say? Yep. Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. My brain just stopped for a moment. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue! Restaurant where... Who did you rent? Who did you... Stop pressing Y! I'm not shooting people! Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. Wait! I'm yawning! That's not enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this, Polly is a parrot. Parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Heard a bang? Just one? And where did the bang seem to come from? That's not what I was going through before, but okay. From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. I looked at the window, I saw it. Okay. Oh yeah, he said another one. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in testimony yesterday.
Who's the man? By your window?
Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. But he was right there in front of me. I saw him. Hi.
I keep yawning because of that character.
It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Disc.
I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dad! Are you there?
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Oh my god. So, this guy and the judge sound exactly the same except when I'm yawning. Anyway. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, an Edgeworth boy. And this sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Don Carlo. You lured me into cross-examining so you could set me up for a fall.
Disc.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
Better act quicker, this trial is going to be over. No, yeah, it's telling me to do it, so I'll raise. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? Don't tell me you have like an updated fucking thing for this. And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand. Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Continue to raise it, Your Honor. This witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If you were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. So show evidence, you fuck! Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. Over 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
It is about 15. Almost, yeah.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Are you fucking dumb? Are we... Did I fucking lose the game because of this?
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? Yeah, I skipped that, sorry.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Did I genuinely fuck up here?
The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Are you fucking serious? Wait, no. Wait? Oh, it's her.
Who was that just now?
Me!
Huh? What? Oh no, it's Larry! Larry!
What are you doing here?
Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder! I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it!
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too! Jesus Christ.
I had to get some water.
Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to that testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Larry, get some shoes first.
Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it! Larry's given us one final chance at this!
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Judge is sounding a little better. He smoked one less pack today.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear from this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Holy shit. Guys, I legit I legit thought that I would fucking lose the trial. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. I thought I got a dead end, but no, I did not. I did what I needed to do! Anyway, December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. That was too close. Oh my god, it's edgy! Anyway, sorry to keep you on the edge. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Anyway. I've seen worse. Yeah, right. Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that fell into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night?
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things, yeah. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Actually, no, usually these trials last about an hour, so... Well, actually... December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Okay.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. Now I'm gonna take a blunt. On the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Vaughn Carmen didn't even have time to prep as witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Edgeworth just has a lot of people like on his side for this one.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake and, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry! I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him! I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go before, Nick.
Okay, the night of the murder... Why were you there, though? Like, just to clear it up.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There are so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin! Well, okay. First of all, what time is it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Something, what did you find? It was the... looking for something?
Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
Surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Quietly slipped the boat back at the... Oh yeah, how many boats were there? Can you tell us around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. Okay. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure about that. I looked around, but, you know. Did you look out at the lake? Yeah, I looked.
But you didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case. I think I might have made my mic go boom. They only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick?
It's a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Not gonna present it here, but I'm just gonna double check. Hold on. I mean, that would technically... But Lotta's words contradict your own. So... No! No, let me go back. Okay, so, hold on. So, do I present... I think it's this. Yeah. Wait a second, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
No. You know, something has been bothering me. A witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Eh?
Not sure? How can you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Like, with headphones on? Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order! Stop that booing! Mr. Butts!
Ow, oh.
You were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? I didn't read the rest, shit. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue testimony?
No, continue. Have fun. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any way out of this, believe me. God, okay, doing Larry's voice with the 2 old men, not working well. Anyway, what did Larry hear?
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What were they saying? That could probably give us a time, maybe?
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. The problem that everyone is raising is that you didn't hear shit.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says?
Yes, I believe every word, actually.
What he said, what he heard, was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
Oh, wait, hold on. Theory coming up. I don't think it's music. I think it was specifically in the segment where they're talking about it. Like, maybe it was just in a segment where they're talking, is where I'm getting it. And if that's the case, he could have heard gunshots. If it wasn't, then he could have definitely confused it for that. But I don't think it's I don't think, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be a confusion for drums.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. Exactly! The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. I, again, press everything. Because there literally, quite literally, could be anything anywhere. So you turn on the radio?
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it is like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone!
I, shouldn't have said anything. Okay. Do you by chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Unfortunately, that doesn't seem relevant here.
Yeah, exactly.
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Okay. Real booming loud.
Yeah, you know.
And you had your headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I think this part is like the bigger part of this. And what did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease his pointless questions. Possible good knowing what a radio DJ said to us. I cannot talk.
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
You should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask him?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Okay. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. There has to be something for this. Okay. It's almost Christmas. Hold on. So okay. Okay. I'm assuming it's this? I'm assuming it's this. Because this one says 12:15. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's that face? You look scary, dude.
Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, do you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yeah.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on... Well, no.
Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25. 12:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I got juice here. Hold on. Wait. I got like these Kool-Aid jammers because I'm thirsty and I like my juice because it's really good to at least have a juice when I'm doing this. Keeps my mouth like really nice and like moist. Worst word to use for that, by the way.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Interesting.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
I think he's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. And that would make sense, too. Because if his music was just blaring through, like, another shot, that would make sense. No way?
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight.
What? I actually don't think I have proof. There was a gunshot. A useful, wait. I can't tell you. I don't know. Because, okay, wait. This is obvious that this one's after. But it's an empty lake here. Which goes against what I need to show. No. Nope. That doesn't tell me anything. I'm thinking this. Yep. I didn't do it right. If I was saying, I'd like to say it with the court.
Youth and stupidity go hand in hand. Get rid of both and I'll allow you to show me this rubbish you call evidence.
Anyways, I picked the wrong evidence to show him. Yep.
I can tell from your face you haven't learned your lesson. Very well, try again. Show us your evidence.
Evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Yeah, no, let's just present the badge. So, okay, I'm not getting penalized. Shit. I don't know. Found the victim's body. Okay. Do I want to take a gamble? This says 3. Why was it fired 3 times? The gamble worked! This is my evidence!
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Whoa, Kate. Phoenix, you gotta explain this shit to me. I did not go that far. Kate, I'm genuinely confused where this is going. But, okay, let Phoenix talk about it. Where's this going? I didn't even get to that part. Part?
Order! I guess that would make sense. Out of yesterday's testimonies.
Oh my god. Shut up.
You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, a pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright?
Do I? I mean, there's definitely no turning back now. I'm definitely saving for this shit. What the fuck?
There's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Shit. No. Take another gamble? Another gamble! 1! Yes! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50.
Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Uh-huh.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. So they're all right. They're all right.
Order, order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. What do you mean? Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Huh? What? Huh?
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? We're going back there!
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes?
If you don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick?
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright.
testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realized the truth.
Ooh. Theory time! Theory time! So, where I'm thinking is going with this is the motive in the last case was the killer literally, like, ended up killing, like, another person, but, like, it had something to do with an incident 15 years, or, like, some years prior, like, 5 years prior, right? So I'm assuming that this case's motive involves, involves the DL6 incident 15 years ago. That is my theory. Why do we have evidence of DL6 anyway? You know? Why did it seem so prevalent in the last investigation? So, that's my theory.
There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Okay.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
Okay.
There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been a suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yeah. But, this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Okay.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photograph. Oh no, hold on.
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Timestamp on the photo says 00:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Hold on. So, what I'm getting from this is Robert Hammond was shot outside of the lake. And then the shot in the lake was a ploy, essentially. Because Edgeworth was definitely in that boat, as far as I'm aware. And then, but he didn't shoot it. So what if the other person in that boat shot towards Edgeworth, but not Edgeworth himself, and jumped into the water after? And then Edgeworth took hold of the gun. I don't know. Could be me. Could just be me. I don't know.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
The murderer and Edgeworth. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
Yanni Yogi? The murderer's name? Right. It's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Bah. Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. It's those men. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Am I actually having to... Here? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. And just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
Interesting.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Court Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if we start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. Alright. Closing argument. Wait, no, wrong game. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. What is that face? What is that face of Robert Hammond? What the hell was that? This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Okay. And then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was a murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot, then ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Seems pretty accurate.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Did you run away? Hold on.
Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker. I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Oh. Oh my god, I get to use a more calming voice. Finally!
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir! Bailiff! We're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly! We cannot allow him to get away!
Oh my god. He's on the loose?
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
So I was right. Oh my god, yummy juice. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. Holy fuck, we were in there forever.
Yay, Nick! You did it!
Yeah, well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else.
Why are all my bottles of water are empty? I barely have any water in both bottles. This is insane.
Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Do Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is it about? What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
Crime you what? Committed?
A memory of a murder.
You can't fucking leave me on a cliffhanger like that! I'm fucking pissed off at that. No. Don't. Are you... This has to go back to the DL6 incident, isn't it? Okay, wait. Is what I'm thinking is, does he think he killed his father? Does he think he killed his father? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh my god. Okay, so Miles Edgeworth definitely didn't do this murder. But let's I'll entertain the theory I have for a bit, but if he thinks he killed his father and what he said is true, then how do I put this? Would he still get punished for it now? I genuinely do not know if he would or not. It genuinely confuses me if he would. I don't know. I don't know where this case is gonna go because, okay, I think we figured out the murder for this case, but what about, like, the DL6 murderer has never been found out. So, it's either... Wait, hold on. It could be the other person... Okay, well, entertain the theory a little bit. Could be Edgeworth. Couldn't have been a suicide, so it's not the dad. But then, it could be the other person in there. Or, the elevator could have opened, and anybody else outside of that elevator could have shot inside. From the gun that was around. Now, why the fuck was there a gun, first of all? Wait. Okay, that doesn't... I might be going somewhere with that theory. Just where the fuck did the gun come from? I don't know. Anyway, my brain has kind of stopped. I'm assuming we're going to see this guy again, this, like, unnamed guy again. And yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yes, I will be able to stream on Wednesday as long as I don't die of sickness. Because, you know, that happens around this time of year. But, yeah, this trial is making my brain explode. Making my brain go confusing, and I'm saving in the middle of fucking trials. I don't know if you've been seeing that, but I've been saving in the middle of trials because I'm so scared I'm gonna fuck up. I almost fucked up the first one of this case. Yeah. So, I'll come back with this on Wednesday. We haven't gotten Among Us stuff in a while. Which, I mean, it's fine. I can finish this game. That's pretty good. Again, I keep saying it. I do have a game coming around the end of November. I'll let people know about roughly a week in advance, maybe, or maybe a little bit later, because I can't tell if if I'm able to do it or not. But I should be able to do it. And it'll be about the same time as usual. I don't like to break it. But it may be a lot longer than my usual one, so fingers crossed! Oh my god. I gotta do all the voices in that one too. I'm gonna bust out everything. Bust out everything!
Anyway, for those who have joined, thank you. I really appreciate this. You guys are making this a reality for me, and I love it. Absolutely love streaming. But anyway, thank you for joining, and I should be back on Wednesday at 10 p.m. CST like usual. Wow. Okay. Bye-bye.